Welcome back, everyone, to the Balanced Perception Podcast. We have episode 6 going down today. With us in the studio is TattedPoodle. She's a boundless cosplayer, originally from the East Coast, but currently residing on the West Coast. She's going to share a bit of her cosplay knowledge with us today and a few insights. So, how's it going?
Hello. How are you?
How's your day been?
It's been good. I had cinnamon toast crunch cereal, and later on, I'm going to be streaming on my Twitch channel. So I don't know if this is a shameless plug or not, but if you guys want to see me rage, definitely go to twitch.tv/TattedPoodle.
Oh, yes. Give us everything. Give us your Instagram, your Facebook, wherever we can find you.
Everything's TattedPoodle. So if you go to Instagram, TattedPoodle, Twitter, TattedPoodle, Facebook is TattedPoodle.
Go ahead and spell it out for us.
TattedPoodle. So like a tatted or a tattooed, and then poodle like the dog.
Do you actually have a tattooed poodle?
No.
No.
So, a lot of people are super curious about where my name comes from, and I think it's definitely evolved to multiple reasons. So the original reason is because obviously, I have tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of the time people are curious to know where poodle comes from. So I'm in a sorority called Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, and our mascot is the French toy poodle. And around that time, this is when Instagram I'm about to show my age. Instagram just started its social media platform. That was around 2010, 2011. And that's when I crossed. So I decided to mix the two things that I had, and that's how TattedPoodle came about. But people relate it to my hair now because, like, when my hair is wet and curly, it resembles poodle hair. So people they have multiple reasons. They say I'm aggressive like a poodle, even though I look pretty. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are coming up with all these grease.
Are poodles aggressive? Is that a thing?
They're very much are. They actually was originally hunting dogs. So a lot of people don't know that because like in Germany they changed it, but they turned into, obviously French. They're known for like being French dogs because it's different breeds. But the original one, the ones that you see that are like super big, like the actual full grown poodles, they used to be hunting dogs.
Yeah, not the toys.
Yeah, not the toy poodles.
I never knew that. But I do know, like, I think it's like them, German Shepherds, so like poodles, German Shepherds, and Rottweilers. I think those are among the 3 smartest breeds of dogs.
This is correct.
Wait, not
Poodle is the second smartest.
Yeah, and Dobermans. Dobermans are really smart too.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know a little bit about dogs.
I actually have a poodle and a Shih Tzu mix. It's a family dog. It's back in Philly. But as far as like pets where I actually live, no, I don't. But yes, I do have a poodle for people that want to ask that. It's just not tattooed.
Gotcha. So you're actually living the life and not just, perpetrating about the poodle lifestyle.
Correct.
Got it.
And she's amazing. Her name is Nellie. She's adorable and she's very playful. I love her to death.
How old is Nellie?
Nellie is 10. She's pretty old. She's getting there, but she's the family dog. She stays with my grandpa now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, like, having that dog you had as a child all the way to, adulthood, man, when that dog eventually dies, that's rough.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
I know. Like, I hate to, like, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I think I'm going to be... We lost our family cat last year, so that was really hard for me to take in. So I can only imagine... hopefully in the future, like when that happens, like how I'm gonna feel.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's gonna be like a kick in the gut.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that happened to you already?
Well, actually, I've never had a dog.
Oh my gosh.
But I did have pet lizards. So
it's the same thing. At the end of the day, whatever pet you have is when you have it for so long, it's officially family. Like I have a turtle that is 15 years old.
Oh my God.
The turtle can live up to maybe 56, I think.
Ah.
So because it's 15, it might live longer than me.
Your children may like inherit it.
Yeah, exactly. My children might inherit my turtle.
You can will it to them.
Right.
That would be great.
Definitely.
Just like will them the turtle, but like you keep your house and your assets to someone else.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
Uh, but anyways, go
Oh
ahead and tell us a bit about your yeah. Oh, I could actually like talk about that like this whole podcast, but
God.
tell us about how you guys started into cosplay. How how has your journey from cosplay led you from the East Coast to the West Coast? What the difference in like the cosplay scene is like out there.
Okay. Sure. So cosplaying, I actually started. If we want to get technical, I guess everybody did Halloween. So technically, you're always officially a cosplayer when you've done Halloween.
Okay.
In my opinion. So when I did Halloween, I was like 9, but my grandmother was super religious, so I couldn't really celebrate it. We
Oh,
had
me
like
too.
a substitute called Hallelujah Night where you dress up as angels and Jesus and
Okay. We didn't dress up like angels or anything, but we did have like a
service.
Christian version of Halloween.
No, they made us dress up as like religious, like good things. It was oh gosh, I don't
It
even
was
want
a
to think
lot.
about
It
it.
was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we want to talk about like officially, like I said, I am a cosplayer. I would say it was probably when I did my Green Lantern cosplay back in 2015.
Okay.
I was going to a Halloween party, and I'm not gonna lie, I bought it off of Amazon. I didn't make it because like it was a Halloween party. I didn't even know what cosplay was around that time. Like I used to make my own costumes for Halloween, but
Mhm.
at that time I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy one and just go. So I put it on Instagram. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Green Lantern, that's so cool!" Because not a lot of people cosplay Green Lantern for some reason. I don't know. And it made me think like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I kind of like this. Like, this is really cool to like play a character that you either have like a connection with or that you think looks really cool." So I think I want to do this. But I want to do this with someone that like means a lot to me. So that's when I said I wanted to go to Anime Expo, and I decided to cosplay Rock Lee.
Hmm.
So Rock Lee was my first official I'm a cosplayer cosplay.
Okay. Was he your
um,
favorite Naruto character?
yes, I have him tattooed on me. I love this character to death.
Okay.
Like yesterday, I found out that the voice actor is going to be at DreamCon, which is June 5th through the 7th in Texas.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I found that out, I bought my DreamCon ticket. I booked my hotel, and I was like, next time I get paid, I'm buying my plane ticket. I do not play around when it comes to Rock Lee. Like, I'm a
Wait, the Japanese or the English voice
It's the
actor?
English one. Now the thing
Okay.
is, like, I watched when I first started watching Naruto. I watched the English dub. I did all three. I watched the English dub into the English dub, and then I started reading the manga. I'm used to Rock Lee's voice being in dub, so I know
Uh,
people are out there like, oh, sub is better, but like, if y'all hear the difference between Rock Lee's sub and dub voice, in my opinion, and it might be biased and I don't care, his dub voice sounds a lot better because it fits his personality. He's awkward, he's quirky, he's very like straightforward and doesn't know, you know oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of all the shows that
uh,
he's very intelligent, but he's very like socially awkward.
mhm.
So I feel like his dub voice did him justice, in my opinion. Only because it sound like his voice sounds so similar to one of my friends that's socially awkward too.
Mhm.
So I relate to that, and that's why I prefer the dub. It has more so to do with, I guess, like a sentimental value to me. So I can't wait to meet him. I love Rock Lee. I cosplayed him 3 times.
Uh-huh.
and it'll be the 4th as soon as I start making this casual version of it.
So I have to admit, I watched all of Naruto dubbed, so I've never heard the subbed voice before.
The sub voice, he sounds like a 60-year-old man. I can't.
Oh,
I
I don't know
cannot
how I
do
feel
it.
about that.
Exactly. I can't. I
Yeah.
can't. That's why when people are like, "Oh, the sub is better," I'm like, "Are y'all actually listening, or is it because y'all don't understand Japanese that y'all think that is better?" Because like Rock Lee's sub voice, it's alright, but it makes him sound way older than what he actually is.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm not feeling that.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah, that's
we
just
got the Rock Lee. All right. That's the step one on the path to the cosplay route.
you're right. Sorry, go on.
No, you're good.
So after that happened, I went to my first convention, which was Anime Expo, like I said, back in 2016, I believe.
Hmm.
It was either 2015 and 2016. When I went with my like natural hair, and everybody just loved it. They thought that it was amazing that I did bushy brows, and they wanted me to do all the poses and stuff, and I thought that it was amazing and a great feeling to kind of bring joy to people. And I think later on, when I started doing more cosplays, I think what really sold me was when kids came up and they would think that you were that character, and
Yeah.
they would just love you. Like
Hmm.
they would scream and be like, "Oh my gosh!" And I think that moment really hit me. Like true, like before I was cosplaying this and that, and it was like more so for adults or the Black community, where it's like, oh my gosh, that we're all uplifting ourselves and stuff. But it really, really hit me when I went to TwitchCon 2017, and I dressed up as Bunny Brawler from Fortnite. I was like one of the first Black girls, if not the only. I think I'm the only one that cosplayed Bunny Brawler from Fortnite. And I went to TwitchCon 2017, and this little boy came up to me, and he was like, "It's Fortnite! It's Fortnite!" And he was like, "It's Fortnite!" And he came up and he hugged my leg, and I was like, "Whoa, what the, what the heck is going on?" And I seen him, and he's like, "Look, a scar," because I had the scar, which is like the one of the top guns in the game at that time.
Is it the one that's on your profile right now, on your Instagram profile?
Uh, yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming yes. If you see me in a bunny suit, yes, that's.
Yes. Okay. I figured.
As soon as I was like, "Do you want to hold it?" He almost flipped out. His mom was like, "You are his favorite skin. He loves this skin. He thinks it's amazing. Can he please get a picture?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely." And then we did like some Fortnite dances. I made that little boy's day. And from that day forth, I said, I want to be, if not a part-time, if not a full-time, at least a part-time professional cosplayer.
Very nice.
That moment, I don't think any cosplayer ever, like, I don't think any cosplayer is ever gonna genuinely feel, this is just my opinion, like a real cosplayer until you cosplay something that, if it is aimed for kids, a kid will come up to you and basically freak out and be super amazed by your costume. Like, you have to know that feeling. And I guarantee you will officially want to be a cosplayer for life. Like that, well, unless you don't like kids. If you don't like kids, then you're kind of
Then
screwed.
that's a wrench in the whole plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't like kids, you're kind of screwed. So, other than that, if you do like kids, trust me, it's very heartfelt, and it makes you. Now I know how people that dress up in like Barney and Chucky outfits feel when they be going to like Chuck E. Cheese. Like that's how
Yeah.
kids feel. They be like super excited and happy. Like it's the same thing, but it's just a genre that you and that kid shares. Like Fortnite was like the biggest thing around that time. It was so much fun.
I'm so glad you clarified too. You said Chuck E. Cheese because as soon as you said Chucky, I thought of Child's Play, and I was like,
Oh
"How
no.
does that?" But then, yeah, I was like, "Oh, of course," because
Oh no.
it's been so long since I've been to Chuck E. Cheese. I like completely forgotten about it.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese still around.
I
He look different, but he's still around.
I don't think I've seen a picture of Chuck E. Cheese. Like it must have. Oh my God, maybe like 10 years or
Yeah.
I completely forgot about him.
Again, I'm gonna show my age this entire
Yeah.
interview probably.
Well, the fact that I'm agreeing with you right now shows mine also. So, but no, that's really cool because a lot of people, cosplay as obviously but not many sometimes have such an emotional connection with the characters they cosplay as, or like such a heartwarming story about why they cosplay. Like, oh, it's kind of cool and I enjoy it, or I like hanging out with my friends at cons, but like you have a I guess like I don't know what the word is, just a really good reason to want to cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their reasons, but I can hang out with my friends at conventions whenever I want to. The best feeling in the world is, whether it is a kid or not, is when somebody comes to you that is a fan of that particular genre, whatever you're cosplaying, comes up and they say they love your cosplay. I've had a girl almost cry. I think she did cry when I did Lifeline. I did a
Oh,
Lifeline,
yeah,
and
your lifeline is really good.
thank you. She was like, you would have thought that I was actually Lifeline in the game. She was like, I main you, and I was just like, bro, you do know I'm not a.
I'm not a real character. You don't main me.
I'm like, you do know I'm not the computerized character that you actually play. But I'm thinking, I didn't think that in the back of my head. The only thing I did was like smile super big, and I did the voice line for her. She almost cried when I did it, even though my Jamaican accent is trash. But
Wait, your family's Jamaican too?
no, my family's not Jamaican. But
Oh, I got excited.
she's Jamaican. Well, she's an islander. They never pinpointed where she was actually from, but she has kind of like a Jamaican Trinidadian type accent. Like the voice
Okay.
actor is actually from Trinidad.
Okay, because I swear, like, because my family's Jamaican, and like every Jamaican person, I mean, I'm like, okay, we're probably somehow related if we like go back. Yeah, so yeah.
Nah. My cousin's dad is, but I am not. No.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, she almost cried. I think that was another good feeling. I can just remember all the times that, like, I still have people to this day saying, like, you're my lifeline, and I think that's very heartfelt.
That is really cool.
Like to hear that.
That's really awesome. Yeah, like, yeah, you just keep like your stories just keep getting better. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stop asking you story questions.
Oh, sorry.
No, but that's really, really cool. And so it's cool because like that fuels your passion even more. I mean, because sometimes you can gotta get bored with cosplay. You're like, I'm making another costume, going to another convention. I've been here,
Oh,
done this. But
no. The cosplay is what makes me want to continue going to conventions, because if I just went to conventions by itself, I already get bored. I get so bored, because my thing is, like, unless it's a big thing, like I said, going to DreamCon to see one of my most inspirational characters, voice actors. I really don't care too much about conventions outside of cosplaying.
Mhm.
Like, it would legit have to be something like, obviously I'm meeting with friends I haven't seen in like a full year, because everybody lives in different places, or it would have to be somebody, like some celebrity, going to that convention that I really want to meet. Other than that, like, I don't have a legit reason to go to conventions outside of those three things: cosplaying, friends, and if somebody so happened to go that I wanted to see.
Yeah, you're not like there for the panels or anything like that.
I go to a few panels, mostly hentai panels, but
Okay.
I don't go to the regular ones. The hentai ones I don't think people actually go to these hentai panels or hentai, like, events. Y'all, it's not always about sex. If you know, guys.
Like, let me clarify this.
Yeah, it's legit just funny, like, because everybody there is a perv, so it's like completely hilarious. Like when somebody starts screaming out of nowhere because like boobs are on the screen. Like, it's really fun.
I have never been to a hentai panel before.
If you're comfortable with that, I suggest at least going to one.
I guess like I wouldn't say that I'm uncomfortable with it. I just like I'm uncomfortable by people that are weird, that like, you know, like,
It's comical. Nobody's
oh,
like awkward. No one's awkwardly weird. They just say stupid stuff. Like
okay.
it's like you seen American Pie, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh
Snuffler?
God. Oh, you just made like another old
Yeah,
reference, but yeah.
no, sorry.
God,
The
but
the
yes.
one the one that says stupid stuff all the time, you're just like,
Yeah.
I wish you just shut up. You might get one, maybe two of those. Everybody else
Okay.
is civilized.
Okay.
Like
Okay
that's the
then.
best way that I can explain it. So that's
That's
okay.
not too bad. Then I may have to check it out. I think I don't even know what my next convention is. I have so many plans that I don't even freaking know.
I'm going to MomoCon next. I don't
Oh
know.
yes, I'm going to be a photographer at MomoCon. I got a photographer badge.
Nice.
Oh
Take some
yeah.
photos of me. No.
Hey, you know I will. Come find me, or even better yet, I'll find you.
Nice.
So, okay. Oh my gosh, like there's so many questions I want to ask you. I guess I have to limit it and narrow it down. Um, the first, yeah, the first I'm gonna go with is, since we talked a bit about your cosplay, before we branch into, the other cosplays you do, like, because you talked about Lifeline and Rock Lee, like, how did you grow your followers? Like, when did you? Because I know you said you got on Instagram around when it first came out, but how did you really grow your follower base for the people who are also looking to do that?
So my follower base is like a big mixture. They're mostly Greek organization members.
Hmm.
Um, for unfortunately, I actually got my followers from dancing, not from cosplaying. So
Ah, okay.
that's why I think that my growth is a little different than everybody else's, because like you know what you're getting when you go to other people's page, especially if it says so and so cosplay, so and so cosplay, and mine is just tatted poodle.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to find a way where I can mix cosplay, dancing, my Greek life, and my travel life like all in one, and it's so
That's really
complicated.
cool.
Yeah.
That, that's
But
really
as
cool.
far as growing, I would definitely say networking definitely helps. I can give you an example of my Facebook page more so than my Instagram, because my Facebook page is strictly nerd related and nothing related to like Greek life or anything. What
Okay.
I did was I would constantly just see what other big known cosplayers did. I would see what they did, not copy them, but maybe take something that I like from theirs and kind of put my own twist to it.
Hmm.
So with like I said with Hey J Ish, she shares a lot of like Afrocentric cosplays, or like her cosplays is more so like she puts an afro on it. Like everything's natural hair or
Hmm.
natural related to her cosplays.
Hmm.
With me, I'm more so about cosplaying either like gender bending cosplays and making it like look casual,
Hmm.
or I try to do it like the most accurate that I am able to do it.
Got it.
So
Okay.
those are the two things that I like to do. Only because doing casual cosplays are more comfortable.
Okay.
And
No.
then my bigger cosplays are the ones where I'm like every single detail has to be like exactly
Spot
like the
on.
character. Yeah.
So,
That's why I mostly try to do, not saying that no, please, in this part, I hope no one takes it wrong, because I'm gonna have to say that first. That's the reason why I want to cosplay more black characters,
hmm.
because for the accuracy, not a lot of people cosplay our black characters
Yeah.
outside of like Storm and I can't even think of anybody.
Power line, maybe.
Yeah, well, like no one. I haven't seen that many black cosplayers do like Lifeline,
Yeah,
like I
not
said,
so much. You're right. Except for Cutie
Bunny
Pie
Girl.
Sensei.
Yeah, well, she didn't do Lifeline.
Oh, sorry, K Bear.
Yeah, K Bear did Lifeline. One of my friends did Lifeline. She was actually the first person to cosplay Lifeline. Her name's Chinny XO. She's a streamer. She actually she was the first person to cosplay
Oh,
Lifeline.
I did not
That's
know that.
she blew up on Reddit like massively before K Bear even did her cosplay.
Wow.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't know that because K Bear has a big following. Not saying that it's all bad. There's room for everybody, but not a lot of people know that because K Bear has a big following. So everybody
Yeah.
assumed that K Bear was the first to actually do
Yeah.
it. So like you can look at her stream date and it shows when she did it online. I was the first cosplayer outside of the person that professionally did it that had a doc with her. So I'm me and the official cosplayer are the only two people that have actual docs. Like the prop that you see me sit like have my hand
Yeah.
on.
I saw like you made that, right? Like you will did you, like it looks like you took the half of the
I
top
did not
half of a
make
chair. Oh, you didn't make
I
it.
did not make that. I made my cosplay that was on me.
Okay.
But I got that made because the way that I wanted to do, I'm not hip with props yet to it was lighting up, it was making noise. Like that's a lot of
Wow.
wiring that
Wow,
I
yeah.
don't know how to do. So I will proudly say the Habitier workshop created my doc and I was the first person to have it. And I'm one of the only two people that have an actual full size doc. And mine's is the only one that is mobile. So I'm the only one that can move mine's around. The other cosplayer can't move hers around. It has to stay stationary. Which I
Wow,
would think
okay.
that like they would find a way for it to move if she has to go and take pictures. Like I think that's really weird, but it's whatever. But everybody is the first. Like I like stuff like that because everybody's the first to kind of like do stuff. Like I like the fact that K Bear did it. I like the fact that my friend Jenny XO did it. I like the fact that like all these people are doing these cosplays because I feel like it's not enough people cosplaying these Black women characters that we
Hmm.
have outside of like what's considered mainstream because I
Yeah.
think some cosplayers are intimidated by these designs and it's like you don't have to be intimidated by the designs to do it. Like just try, at least try. Like I'll give you like it's not exclusive. Oh, I guess it is an exclusive because I've been seeing you on Twitter, but I'm doing Senna from League of Legends for TwitchCon 2020.
Wait, Senna, was she
The
part of
new
the?
the new champion.
Oh, the new champion. Okay, okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, she's the new champion. And the reason why I'm doing her, I've seen Cutie Pie Sensei do it, and she did an amazing job.
Man, it like that. I guess is a sword. It's so freaking big.
It's like do you play Overwatch?
I watch a lot of Overwatch, but I don't play it.
It's similar to it's a beam, but it's similar to like the same design as like Zarya's gun.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually getting a life-size version, just like Cutie Pie Sensei's, done for
Wow.
TwitchCon, and it's going to like light up. Like again, it's gonna light up and everything until I figure out how to do props because I'm still trying to figure out how to use LED lights, and I
Yeah.
am
Wait, are you going to do the true damage version?
the True Damage Louis Vuitton version.
Nice, because like yeah, the like everything true damage I love. Like I just love everything true damage. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that one for TwitchCon. That's another Black female character that I'm trying to show in a predominantly white environment so they know that we are here. That's the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I do these type of things. Like, yes, I have a connection to these characters, but this cosplay is for the culture. Like, y'all need to see more Black female characters. Like, I feel like it's not enough Black female characters for people to cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then
would
the ones that we do have aren't being cosplayed enough, in my opinion. Like, even if it's overdone,
just join in.
just do it. Like,
Yeah.
just go ahead and do it, especially in like the gaming community. But that's just me. I'm really
No,
big on like doing that so we can be shown that yes, like these designs we want do more. We
no,
want
I
more designs.
I completely agree because like you go to conventions, you see a ton of like for example, female like Harley Quinn. You see a ton of Harley Quinns, you see a ton of Nezuko's, but you don't ever see like a ton of a female Black character.
Yeah.
So it would be definitely nice to see a
Like
large
even if
gathering.
we talk about like anime, like Yurichi, I'm probably gonna say it
Yeah,
wrong. 'Cause I don't
Yurichi
know why.
from Bleach.
Yurichi, I don't see a lot of Yurichi, even though people say like she's waifu. Like
Mm-hmm.
okay, why don't I see enough waifu cosplays out here? Is it because Bleach ending was like trash? I don't know. Like it
Yeah,
was.
it kind of hurt the soul, but yeah.
I heard it's coming back, so maybe they'll redeem themselves.
I don't know how I feel about that, but anyways, yeah. But yeah, I completely agree. Like or oh, what's her name from oh my gosh, her name's from Black Panther. Shuri?
Oh, Shuri.
Shuri, yeah. I would love to see more Shuris.
I think I've seen a lot of Shuris. I've seen a lot of
Really?
Black Panther cosplays in general since the movie came out.
Well, I see a lot of Black Panthers, but I didn't see a lot of Shuris personally.
I think that a lot of people might think that they're cosplaying like a female Black Panther when they're actually doing Shuri. Because
Oh,
Shuri and Black Panthers in the comics, they have somewhat similar outfits. So if you see someone cosplaying like a gender bending Black Panther, I might
that's true. That
suggest
yeah,
you to ask if they're actually cosplaying
that's
Shuri.
true. Yeah, because she becomes the Black Panther.
Yeah, later on.
Yeah, so, huh. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, oh, it's a gender bend Black Panther, not
No,
you
you
are
gotta
Black Panther.
no, you gotta actually ask them because
Yeah,
sometimes they might just be like another character.
I didn't even think about that. Good advice moving forward. All right. Okay, so I guess on to the next topic, which will be, I'm guessing your next character is, like you said, it's going to be the League of Legends character, and then
That's for TwitchCon 2020. Yes.
TwitchCon 2020. And so you did tell me that you don't know really how to do the prop share with regards to the lighting, and that you did buy the like the prop for your lifeline. But how do you feel? Because and then you bought your Green Lantern, but like how do you feel about just buying versus building like now, and not just the prop, the actual cosplay?
I feel like as long as you're not taking credit for it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like, just don't go out there and be like, oh, yeah, I made this, and then in reality, like, either you got to commission someone else made it and you're taking credit for what they did, or you bought it off of Amazon. I feel like when you buy certain pieces to complete a full cosplay, that yes, you can say that you made your cosplay, regardless if you bought all of your material. You technically still put it together all into one. But if you bought like a bodysuit that already had Captain America's logo on it, don't say that you made your cosplay. You didn't.
Got
But
it.
other than that, like it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, unless somebody's being an asshole or somebody's just trying to learn from you, nobody's gonna ask, "Did you buy your cosplay?" They're just
Just
gonna
about no.
they're gonna say you have a nice cosplay unless they are asking you for a certain thing. Like people were asking me, how did you make the doc? And I was like, I would tell them straight up, I didn't make it. I got it commissioned, and I would tell them the shop that made it. But the shop has already prepped me to explain how it was made.
Oh, okay, that's really cool
So
then.
when somebody asks me, nobody's gonna like want a business card and go straight to like there. So I explained to them what they did. I'm like, it's a 3D print. Um, these are LED lights that are ran by battery. Like I actually know how my dock is made because I talked to the person that made it. And I communicated with them and I asked them questions. So if I wanted to later on make something, I would know how to do it. I don't have a 3D print. That's the reason why I don't make my own props.
I'm actually getting a 3D printer next month, so
Yeah. So
yes, I will be
maybe
taking that
maybe if
on.
I have a maybe if I have a 3D print, I can actually start doing my own props instead of purchasing them. But I
Hmm.
don't. So I only make props that are like on my body. Like I make my cosplays that are actually on my body.
And do you make those from EVA foam, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them, some of them I actually make from recyclable materials. So
Oh.
I started off as like a budget cosplayer because obviously when I was in school I didn't have a lot of money. So a lot of my cosplays, yes, they have Eva foam, but most of them are actually like cardboard or plastic bottles or other recyclables that you can, use for your props. They're very lightweight. And very good on painting if you can just cover them up with tape.
Hmm.
So I I do a lot of that. I don't really purchase a lot of expensive material because I don't see the purpose in it. Plus, I'm saving the environment by reusing something, so it helps out.
Yeah, lowering your carbon footprint.
Yeah, and then you can
That's really
recycle
cool.
it after you finish.
Man, you
Like
might be able
all
to
this.
like. Also, you might be able to somehow claim that as like a tax write-off.
I don't think I would.
Well, no, but that's really cool because I'm like, I told you I was trying to get into cosplay, not into cosplay, into crafting, and I just feel like it's such a steep learning curve. And then on top of it, I sometimes feel like you watch these guys and they're like, yeah, you purchase this, you purchase this, you purchase this, and you combine this, and then you have to have this, and it's just like, yo, where is all this money coming from?
Yeah, you have to raise it depending on like what it is. You have to raise it, or you have to like just save up for it. It's really frustrating. That's one of the reasons why I'm big on doing recyclable cosplays or using recyclable material in order to create cosplays because it saves money in your pocket. And then on top of that, like I said, a lot of stuff that's being recycled is very lightweight, very easy to craft. It may not look the most professional, I will admit that, like compared to if I maybe use something else, but it gets the job done.
Hmm.
Like I said, tape helps a lot when you're using recyclable material
Do
because
you
you're gonna,
mean plain duct tape?
yeah, plain duct tape, preferably black or gray, something that you can paint over, with acrylic paint. Um,
Okay.
and it'll do the job for you, and you'll save money. You, if you're on a budget, you can definitely do that. So people have to realize you don't always have to get the most expensive thing that's out, especially when it's not in your budget. Like, don't ever go broke for a cosplay. That's just me.
Man, I'm telling you, like, I see some people, I'm like, I mean, I don't know, of course, their financial situation, but I'm like, man, you like bought that cosplay, you're staying in the hotel, you're eating out when you're at the convention, and then you buy like $1,000 worth of things while you're in the dealer's room. I'm like, man, life must be good over there.
All right. What I do
So,
is I get the one of the least expensive hotels, or I'll room up with like a group of friends.
mhm.
I'll save a certain amount of money that I know that I'm gonna spend at the convention,
how
and
how much do
uh,
you usually think that is?
so the first time I went to a convention, I spent probably like close to $1,000.
Whew.
That was the first time that I was there.
Is
Like,
that including like the ticket?
no, that's just merch.
Wow, just in the dealer's room.
Like
Wow.
like like
Okay.
merch, food, and any other activities that was done.
Okay.
Um, but as I continue to go to conventions, I start to spend less and less money. Like I think this. I feel like BlizzCon doesn't count because everything there is expensive. So that was the last con that I went to. BlizzCon doesn't count, and I didn't cosplay there. I just went. BlizzCon is like the only con that I'll go to where I won't cosplay.
Why?
I want to be a spectator. I want to be, kind of like the norm compared to
Okay.
everybody else. I don't want to be stopped taking pictures constantly when I'm
Yeah.
trying to like go places. So
Gotcha.
that to me is my sanctuary. I like to say I
Okay.
go there and I geek over cosplayers and I take pictures with cosplayers and I, enjoy the games, enjoy the environment, and enjoy myself. And I think that's the best thing. Like, I think cosplayers, like, the best advice I can give you is not every convention you have to cosplay.
Hmm.
Unless you're in a competition, I'm assuming. Like, do one, even if it's in your hometown, like, do one con where you're just chilling. Or at least, like, have one day out of that weekend where you're just relaxing because you're going to be stressed out the entire time.
Man, I definitely get that because people are like so high strung before a convention because I gotta get this finished, I gotta get that, and I like talk about how like man, time management is so crucial in the cosplay world.
Yeah, that's just my take on it. That's why Sundays, for the most part, I would do like a really casual cosplay or a bot cosplay, or just I won't cosplay at all.
Hmm.
That's the day that I want to just relax and chill. More than likely, I was drinking the night before. And I'm hungover, so I gotta relax. So
Trying to recover. I got you.
yeah.
That's really cool. And so, how did you learn to do like EVA foam? And I'm guessing you sew too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hand sew. I don't like using the.
Oh
I have
wow,
I have to actually start using the machine, which is really gonna piss me off because I hand sew
wow.
all of my stuff. I don't
I
I
think you're
don't
the last of a
sew at
dying
machine.
breed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
No, but so like, is there any reason for that, or you just personal preference?
My grandmother taught me how to do butterfly stitching, and I just feel more comfortable doing that. Yes, it does take longer, but it's just something I've been comfortable with. But because of the projects that I'm starting to do, because it contains more detail where I can't use a hot glue gun or I can't hand sew it, I have to actually start sewing. So that's
Hmm.
going to be really frustrating to have to deal with. But it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, something else just to learn along the cosplay route.
Right.
Learning new skills. Like I said, like after going to Katsucon this year, I was like, man, I really just got to step up everything because this is ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, everything from the photographers to the cosplayers. I was like, you guys are intense, and how like I feel very unprepared for this.
It's pretty big.
And so, what is your next convention?
Um, MomoCon.
MomoCon. Okay.
Oh, technically, oh no, I'm cosplaying at MomoCon. The next convention I'm going to is going to be on Saturday, but it's an art convention. It's not like a it's an art nerd convention where artists actually do live artwork and you can actually like get one, like
Okay.
purchase them. So I'm going to that. But as far as like cosplaying, MomoCon would be the first one that I'm going to.
Okay. How many cons do you usually hit a year?
Depending on my funds,
Mhm.
I can go as low as 4, as high as like 7 or 8.
Okay. Because then, living out on the West Coast, I'm like, you have so many great cons, and that's why I was wondering how many of them you actually hit.
Mm, I used to go to Anime Expo like faithfully until they're it just got too popular and it was like too busy,
Hmm.
like entirely too busy. Like now they're running like 100,000 people and I can't be around all that. I can't.
Ooh,
That's like too many.
that's a lot. Yeah.
It took like 4 hours just to get into the convention, and then you
Oh
missing like an
my
entire
God.
day. So I can't, I can't do
That
it.
is insane.
I know, right?
Do you feel that like if you really want to grow, you have to go to those type of cons, or can you really make it big off of going to smaller cons?
I would say if you are first starting out, maybe start with the smaller cons, and then when you get more confidence, maybe try medium size because a lot of people think it's only small and big. There's actually medium sized cons. Like technically, MomoCon would be considered a medium sized con. They don't push out a lot of numbers compared to like Anime Expo or Comic Con, where those are like huge, but they're not so small where if you say MomoCon, people are like, what's that? People are like actually know what MomoCon is.
Yeah.
So I would say for beginner cosplayers, maybe start out with your local convention, see if you have one that's like nearby. And then if when you feel confident enough, go to the medium. And then when you get even more confidence, go to the bigger ones. Like cosplay at the bigger ones. You can go to whatever con you want.
Yeah, and just get some ideas maybe.
Yeah, that's the advice that I would give people if they actually want to go based off of that.
Oh, I think that's pretty good advice. I really never thought about it. I was like, I just have to go to the big cons because that's where the big names are, and that's when you're gonna really, get high level content. So
If you want to be real, that's how you get watered out. The medium
that is
sized
very
cons,
true.
the medium cons are actually the best out of all of them, and they're my personal favorite because it's not chaotic, but it's not like dead.
Yeah, because
I like that. I like that environment because I can actually enjoy the environment without feeling like I'm overwhelmed.
I definitely felt that way at Katsucon. It was overwhelming, but I didn't feel that way at MomoCon, so you're right.
I never been to my Katsucon. I was supposed to go this year, but I went. I decided to go to Italy instead.
Oh man, whew, excuse me.
Well, my best friend didn't want to go by herself, and she was scared, so she asked me to go with her.
That's actually my goal, hopefully for next year, because I do a lot of international travel too. Like,
Do it. So much
yeah,
fun. Do
well, but
it.
like, I want to go to a con. I want to link up my, trip with a con in another country, because like,
You go to TwitchCon in Amsterdam.
I don't really know if I want to go back to Europe.
Or, I
Europe,
don't know. Oh, you want to go to
like I've been. Let's see. I've been to like the Philippines. I've been to Japan. I've been to Ecuador. I've been to where else have I been? London, France, and like I don't know. I just feel like whenever I get outside of an environment that is familiar with me, that's when I have the most fun. Because like Europe, is very different, but it's also very similar to Western culture.
That's true, but like even if you go to like places like Tokyo or Korea, they're more westernized over there too. Like a little bit of differences. It's not. I think that you would have to go to somewhere that's like really really different if you want to see the differences between us and like another place.
That's, yeah, I have to think on
Cause
that a bit more.
like Japan, especially if you go in like the touristy area, like I said, like Tokyo,
Oh yeah.
it is basically maybe because I live in San Francisco, it's basically like if San Francisco and like New York had a baby, pretty much. Like that's how it is.
But
Like
I
modern day environments is cool, but they also have like a nightlife where it's like lights everywhere. And
they do. I love Tokyo though. I thought it was so cool.
I understand that. That's because you're a weeb like me. We thought that it was cool the first time that we go, but
That's true. But I
it's
did like Harajuku a lot too, along with
yeah, that was cool.
but honestly like where is Hejima Castle? Is that I forget where that is. But anyways, that was my favorite place in Japan. I loved it. Like cuz I just love castles, but what part of the Japan is that? I don't know. I have to look that up later. But anyways, we were unfortunately just about out of time. Where I always like to end with basically, are there any cosplayers that you currently look up to or you want to shout out?
I think I said them all in the interview.
Hmm.
PewDiePie Sensei, Hey Jish. Um, your favorite senpai? I like her stuff. I'm still trying to like follow. There's so many names that are like out.
There really are.
Jet cosplay,
Hmm.
Hellspawn cosplay. Uh, it's Skittles. Cosplay is a new up and coming cosplayer that's doing good. She did the Storm slash Sailor Moon cosplay. She's done all of her own stuff, all of her own props. Props to her. That's one of my good friends.
Hmm.
I'm trying
Okay.
to think. I'm like, it's too many, honestly. I'm
There
not gonna
really
lie.
are.
It doesn't help that I actually know people by their real name, so that's not helping me much either.
They're gonna be like, who?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would say definitely for everybody, depending on when this gets casted, definitely check out the hashtag 28 days of cosplay or 29 days of cosplay if you want to see up and coming cosplayers. If you want to see like big known cosplayers, definitely check out that hashtag. Like our community is all there. It's a Facebook group called Black Cosplay Community, I think. Definitely check those out if you have tips and tricks or questions about like what to do as far as your cosplays are concerned. They're really good on helping people out. They're helping me with a couple of projects that I have coming up that I had no clue where to even start.
Hmm.
Um, feel free to reach out to me too. Like I'm not one of those bougie People that got a K next to, how many followers they have. Like, I answer all my DMs. So if you have questions about cosplays, definitely hit me up. I see all of them. I will answer you on Facebook. I'll answer you on Instagram, Twitter, all of that other thing. Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to either give you an answer or put you in a direction to who to ask to get you the right answer.
I definitely appreciate that because, man, I feel like when people just gain a lot of followers, like they feel that, like they're above people and they're just kind of like, oh, I only answer, yeah.
Really like that. And in my opinion, I don't support people that want to act that way because it's like, it's room for everybody and you don't need to be either intimidated thinking that this person's gonna like steal your oomph, whatever your oomph is.
Yeah, steal your thunder.
Or you just want to be a complete bitch and just not help out. Like, come on. Yeah. Especially if these people want to, like, you're helping somebody do a cosplay that probably means the world to them. You don't know if that character they share with their grandparents and their grandpa just died or some shit. Like, you don't know. Like, maybe they want to do it as a remembrance of, like, the person that they shared a connection with. You don't know how you're going to help somebody.
Yeah.
So I say, like, if anybody ever needs help, we have multiple communities where we will help you out. Like I said, my DMs are always open for business purposes. Don't be trying to slide in them for anything else.
Don't be bringing no craziness into my DM.
Exactly. If it's cosplay related, business related, gaming related, like even that, just hit me up. Let me know. I got your back.
Right, well, very cool.
Do a lot of us have your back too.
Definitely appreciate that. Do you want to shout out your Instagram and your Twitch, Facebook all one more time in case we forgot?
TattedPoodle, TattedPoodle, like tattooed and then the poodle the dog. That's on all social media, no matter where you go. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, where I actually do live cosplay creations. So if you actually want to see me physically do them in real time, definitely check out the stream when it's close to con time. I don't do it normally unless con time's coming up.
Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you so much again for taking the time to speak with us. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And for anybody who missed, was it last week's or yesterday's episode, I lose track of it now, definitely head over to boundlessperception.com, hit the podcast button. They are all there. I will be releasing another episode tomorrow, so definitely stay on the lookout for it. Well, until next time, everybody, stay boundless and enjoy your day. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.